active shoot. All right, we'll start now. Hi, this is Steve Kapler with Enactus US. Very, very happy you could be here for our Summer Leadership Series announcement of winners. The program itself and how we'll work it today, you're going to hear from our program sponsors. Both sponsors, Kpmg and Robert Half. You're going to hear from two of the team leaders talking about their experience. We're going to watch all the team pitch videos, and then we are going to learn who the winners of our pitch competition were. First and foremost, for the students on, I'd like to thank you very much for participating. I know some of you still have some work to do relative to finishing the program and doing the coursework, so we hope that you'll take the time in the next couple of days to finish that. But the pitch videos were fantastic. Very impressive in a very short period of time to be able to pull together. So thank you for doing that. Even more important is thank you to Kpmg for their sponsorship of the event. This has been a fantastic and fun one to run. As always, we appreciate Robert Half and the content providing that they've done. We're going to hear from both of those groups here in a minute. And with that, as you know, we went through, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each of these. The teams had an opportunity to pick one of these problem statements to work on. These were developed by Kpmg, so thank you for that. And go through and an ideation process of which we provided coursework to help you to get through and do that. We then put together a pitch canvas, which is similar to the one we used for the pitch competition at Expo, that to fill out and be part of it. Just again, another way for you to really kind of organize your thoughts and your thinking around what you're going to do. We did put out obviously a rubric so that you're able to understand how you'd be judged. And we did this you did this in a very short period of time. If you remember, June 9th was when we got together to kick this off. So you did this in a 5-week period. You went through, defined the problem, or chose the problem statement, chose your solution, defined it. We're able to put together a pitch video, and that's what we looked at. We closed, all the teams got us the videos, except with the exception of one, by Friday evening. We got all of those posted. Judges went through and had about 48 hours to go through the judging process. We had 24 judges that went through and judged all of these. And we have set up with a winner in this. But first, I want to take just a second to watch one of our videos. We're going to kind of run this like America's Funniest Home Videos. We're going to see the leading contenders as we go throughout, and then we'll make the announcement at the end of who our winners are. So with that, I'm going to kick it to Chloe to start Team 2 pitch video.
Today, Team 2 will be presenting a unique product to offer you clean water during hurricanes and other emergencies. We are proud to cover these topics within the next few minutes.
As disaster strikes and the water sources become contaminated, the value of water is priceless when natural disasters roar through. Since Hurricane Maria devastated the island of Puerto Rico, the people of Puerto Rico remain unable to make a full recovery. In an effort to combat the many trials Puerto Rico and other countries face when natural disasters hit, we collectively, with the help of Enactus, have come up with a product to help those affected. Aquapura is a sustainable, portable product that will provide refreshing, clean water when disaster strikes. For those affected by Hurricane Maria in 2017, the water seemed to be very limited, thus leaving the island's people to rely on outsourcing for fresh water. Aquapura will provide locals with a portable water filtration system that will eventually lead to new jobs and clean water. Also, this project will help with financial growth as the demand continues to increase, with natural disasters striking more frequently. Our portable filtration system can be distributed to those affected by teaming up with local disaster relief organizations, such as the American Red Cross, La Corporación Piñones Se Integra, Unidos, and many others. Once this project becomes a reality, we can team up with local officials, schools, and other nonprofit organizations to help rebuild, refresh, and revitalize the island. Having a water filtration system is key to creating a rejuvenated and clean water sustaining community once again. Through education and implementation, Puerto Rico can continue to rebuild, while preparing for future disasters.
Based on the data from Hurricane Maria, we're aiming a market share of 15%. Each unit will roughly make 20 to 26% profit if sold. We plan to roll out marketing and fundraising campaigns to receive funds from the public. If we sold as little as 20,000 units at $40 each, we estimated a net profit of over $200,000 before tax. Roughly a quarter of our selling price will become our profit. Not only focus on the individuals, we can sell this essential unit to any corporation and non-for-profit organization. We'll give back a share of profits to the local community to rebuild. We operate an effective lean team, and we anticipate a successful completion in 6 months. Thank you very much for tuning in today.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Team 2. That was extremely well done. And we're going to be able to watch all of these. So I'm very excited about it. I had the opportunity to do so the other evening, and I know you're going to enjoy them. They're extremely well done. And so with that, I'd like to kick it over to Brad Sprung, who's the National Industry Tax Leader for KPMG Private Enterprise, to give the KPMG welcome and talk to us a little bit about KPMG. Brad.
Yeah, thanks, Steve, and hello, everybody, and good afternoon. And great to be here, and it's really a pleasure for KPMG to support the Enactus Summer Leadership Series. And we've been really pleased to be part of the learning, especially since it's taking place outside of the academic year, where normally we're more involved during the academic year. So KPMG has been, proudly supports Enactus, and we share a lot of the same ideas that Enactus does, including our core values of integrity, excellence, and courage. And we also know that through diversity and inclusion, we all have, we have stronger and more sustainable solutions. So very much aligned with Enactus in those regards. And we also share a commitment to UN Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, and a conviction that lifelong learning is essential to personal and professional success. And KPMG, we know our future depends on our next generation leaders. That's all of you. And this recognition is our motivation to support all the aspects of Enactus experience, which includes the coursework, your project planning, the development, the great video we just watched, and the delivery, and of course, the fun competitions. So as part of this summer's experimental learning, we hope you enjoyed taking the KPMG created course called Escape Your Brain. I took that myself during the developmental era, and I'm not going to respond on how well I did or didn't do, but that course was pretty cool. It created a way to provide framework for solving complex problems, like achieving the goals of SDG 8, which is about decent work and economic growth. And so the course is also an example of design thinking. So if you're not familiar, design thinking is a structured methodology that incorporates human needs in the design of products, services, and experiences. And at KPMG, we use design thinking daily to help our clients be more successful. And as you all know, being successful and being problem solvers is not about what you know, but it's about asking questions and considering what you don't know. So we like to help others be more successful. And when we ask the right questions, identify qualitative and quantitative data to help answer those questions, then we're able to provide really good, robust solutions to our clients. So again, I hope you found Escape Your Brain engaging and engaging game, and also was instructive, thought-provoking, and a fun way to learn. But it was the first time we've done that, so we'd love to have your feedback and comments on Escape Your Brain, so please don't hesitate to share your feedback with Enactus, and we will incorporate that as we go forward. So with our sponsorship program this summer, it includes the pitch competition, as you all know. And as with all Enactus competitions, it's really fun and exciting to see all your all's energy, ingenuity, and persistence in solving some of the most pressing issues. We also included KPMG Mentors this summer as part of the experience. And for us, mentorship is a key part of career growth and development. So we use mentors to talk through problems, provide motivation, and help colleagues see the potential of a project, program, or even help with different client experiences. Also key for us, mentoring is never a one-way street. It's always a two-way relationship. So we like to make sure our mentor learns just as much as the mentee does. And that's been a great lesson that we've learned as part of our mentorship program. And as one of our mentors stated about working with you all this summer, which was, I thoroughly enjoyed working with a talented group of 6 students from around the country. I have new perspective insights while supporting their efforts to make positive changes towards SDG number 8. So I hope you found your engagement with the KPMG Mentor helpful and very inspiring. So Steve, I look forward to visiting you in the remaining pitch videos that represent your ability to ask good questions, consider the human experience, and develop an approach to solving some of our most robust, complex problems. And again, we are grateful for the opportunity to share our knowledge and to watch as Enactus students become the next generation of success builders and problem solvers. So thanks again for all you're all doing. And Steve, I'll turn it back to you.
Great. Thanks, Brad. And thanks to KPMG for all the help that they provided. And again, this year we were able to add in mentorship and create the pitch competition with the help from KPMG. So we appreciate your support. And with that, we're going to move on to watch both teams 3 and team 4 videos. So Chloe, if you want to cue those up, we can watch the next ones.
Hello, we are Team 3, and our project will be on providing resources for unemployed mothers by matching mothers with mentors. In the U.S., underrepresented mothers are unemployed at a rate that is almost 2 times that of white, non-Hispanic women. Therefore, our goal is to create a vocational program for mothers to pursue and advance their careers beyond the informal economy and gain professional roles in technical, administrative, and leadership positions. The program will offer unique opportunities in resume building, interview preparation, job reentry programs, and presentations from keynote speakers. Since our platform is online and easily accessible, our project will consistently supply mothers with relevant materials for job-seeking activities and promote sustainable economic growth. By connecting mothers with business leaders, corporate partners, and specialized support, our project will decrease occupational segregation and facilitate better job placement.
Based on our analysis, we created our business model canvas. We use our key resources to build a platform in order to connect mothers with cooperates. Here are the implementations and services that we are going to provide. We will deliver the above outputs and deliverables from our implementation. So here is our website, our homepage, Matching Mothers with Mentors, our mission statement, the courses. So we provide training on conceptual, technical, and human skills, and some events that we are holding and providing.
All right, some of our key partners include the Federal Women's Program, UN Women, crowdfunded donations, and corporate partners. Our beneficiaries include unemployed mothers, employed mothers looking for a better job or career, and also employers looking for skilled employees and long-term workers. So our budgeting costs are in 2 ways. Our funding for our budget will come from several resources, including the CSW, UN Women, and FWP, and our costs would basically be salaries and equipment. Our financial sustainability mainly requires our donations from our government and employer resources, and our long-term outcomes would be provided by skilled, stable, long-term workers for employers, and will lower that employee ratio for unemployed jobs. So in conclusion, having kids and raising a family can be wonderful but challenging. Our program gives unemployed mothers an opportunity to get back to work and pursue their careers. Thank you for listening to our pitch.
Hello, my name is Ariel Cortusio, and today I'll be discussing our project, Bring Mothers Back to Work. So to start us off, I want to bring in this quote by Robert Browning, where he said, "Motherhood, all love begins and ends there." And that will be our theme for today. Hello again, my name is Ariel Cortusio. I'm an international business student here at Oklahoma Baptist University. Go Bison, and I'm our Enactus president on our campus. To go over what we'll be discussing today, we'll be talking about our issue, the change that we have come up with, our resources, and the outcome that our project will have. The main issue that there are few jobs for working mothers in Puerto Rico. The unemployment rate has actually increased to 22% during the pandemic and the natural disasters that Puerto Rico has faced as a nation. And it's very difficult for mothers to find jobs there. Let's hear from a single mother who's actually
During
on
the
our group.
pandemic and other natural disasters, women, especially working moms, are the most vulnerable. This project is aiming to find solutions for working mothers in Puerto Rico and even promote this project to other countries that need this project to help women back to work. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's talk about our change. Our change is to help unemployed mothers get into childcare facilities and to also provide that childcare for their children. They would be able to work it in person and also remotely. The value proposition is that the childcare facilities provide working mothers great peace of mind to return back to work. But it doesn't only benefit the mothers, but also the children because they get to learn in a happy environment. But we do need your support. The key partners for this will be the Puerto Rico government, our childcare facilitators to provide locations, but also medical groups to help sanitize the locations. But the key resources are funding and childcare professionals. It's a 50-50 place where we need funding for the project and experts in the childcare industry. But the implementation starts with talking to our stakeholders, assessing the needs of our project, then the setup, the promotion, and then finally an open house where we can welcome the children into the childcare facilities. The cost in total will be $35,000 to have simple renovations for the childcare facilities, then another $10,000 to transport children and mothers back and forth, and then an additional $5,000 to provide materials and distribution to these mothers. The outcome is far greater than the number, though. The employment for the moms and the happy children will surpass this project, but we hope to have 90% of capacity by the end of October and 80% increase of employment by mothers. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Thank you.
A global pandemic is.
That was teams 3 and team 4. So congratulations, guys. Extremely well done. Next, we're going to move on to introduction and comments from Robert Haff, who was our main content provider for the Summer Leadership Series, and actually one of the ideators around the Summer Leadership Series itself last year. So we appreciate their involvement. And with that, I'd like to introduce Paul McDonald, the Senior Executive Director. Paul.
Hey, thanks, Steve. I think I'm off mute. Yep. That would be the first faux pas today that I would not be off mute. So welcome, everyone. Really, really happy to be here with you today. Excited to watch the videos and actually excited to partner with Kpmg this year and Brad's team on providing some of the content around this leadership series. This is the second year that we've been involved with the Summer Leadership Program, and be quite honest, the continuous learning for all of you shouldn't stop here. Professional development and personal growth is a lifelong commitment. And being in the talent solutions business personally for 37 years, and Robert Haff's been in business since 1948 in the talent solutions business, we really look at professional development and personal growth as a lifelong commitment. And I just hats off to all of you for doing this. And the pitch competition this year being added is extremely exciting. And we hope that you leverage these skills that you learned in the past several weeks as you enter the workforce. There's great demand and opportunity for candidates that have these skills that you're learning is part of this leadership series, soft skills, that is. The unemployment rate for college degreed workers that are 25 years of age and older is only 3.5%. Let me say that. That's the national average is 5.9% here in the United States for all unemployed individuals, which is high. But it's for you that are college degreed and 25 years, heading towards 25 years of age and older, it's 3.5%. We did some research recently and spoke to many employers and everyone's ramping up their hiring efforts right now. So Q2 for this year and next year being 2022 look very solid. More than half the companies that we spoke to are looking to hire new employees, not replacement employees. These are new employees. They're adding positions, which is actually phenomenal in my 38 years of experience. There's currently more positions that are available for people to staff right now. I mean, the estimation is 1.4 jobs for every available worker. That's another statistic that we pick up from the government. So if you're thinking, how do I tout this experience in some of the interviews that you might be having in the near future? And I'd like to leave you with a couple tips. Be prepared to expand on any answer that you give. In the interview process, you might need to respond to situational or behavioral type questions that present hypothetical scenarios. Many hiring managers may also be asking you real-world examples of how you might handle different situations. Think about what you've learned through the leadership series and the coursework, and how you prepared for this pitch competition. Draw on some of those examples, and just the ones that I viewed, the pitches that I just viewed, very well thought out. Those are the ideas. Those are the types of situations, SWOT analysis. Those are things that get into critical thinking, show your leadership skills, and actually you're providing some very good communication skills here as well. They'll serve you well in the interview process. Know how to highlight these interpersonal skills. Managers that are interviewing you will want to assess more than just your technical skills and expertise, so they can get an overall sense of your leadership traits and other qualities that you bring to the table and your advancement potential within their environment. They also want to see how you're a cultural match, meaning are you exhibiting all the behavioral characteristics that would show that you're good on a project team. All great things that you're learning here at Enactus and through this collaboration that you're doing with your coworkers. So I just wanted to share a few things on the employment marketplace. We've been supporting Enactus now for, I think, 15 years as an organization. And I personally have been involved with people like Brad and Steve and Sue McNamara, I know from a faculty perspective for a number of years. And we just wanted to poke our head in to the competition, say congratulations, keep up the good work. And Steve, with that, I'll turn it back to you.
All right. Thanks, Paul. And thank you to Robert Half for all of your support over the years. We certainly do appreciate that. And Paul, I do appreciate you always give great advice, and that transition of how we turn a pitch or an idea or a thing into something real and tangible you can talk about within employers is such a critical part of that next step for these students.
No doubt. Thank you.
So with that, we are on to our next grouping, and we will be watching the pitch videos from teams 5 and team 6. Chloe.
A global pandemic has caused many people to reconsider what they deem important to them. For some, it's family, religion, or self. Many have also made very life-altering choices when it came to employment. Everywhere we look, we see now hiring signs, and when we turn on the news, we hear about many employers looking for employees. The problem that we've chosen to address is problem statement number 2, which states, today, many U.S. firms are finding it hard to attract workers with needed skills for good-paying jobs, leading to lost productivity and income growth. Why is this happening? Well, to answer this question, we decided to start small. We looked at one of the industries that struggle with this issue in hopes that we could find answers. This industry was manufacturing. According to CNN, many manufacturers can't fill entry-level production associate positions that do not require technical know-how and pay well above the federal minimum wages of $7.25 an hour. Those positions, including assemblers, production work helpers, and handheld tool cutters, only require a basic level of human capabilities. In theory, it could be filled by people laid off in the hospitality or restaurant sectors, as well as high school graduates. Additionally, it's a perception problem. Being a machinist once was considered a respectable trade, but young Americans just don't consider manufacturing to, excuse my French, be a sexy vocation. According to a study published Tuesday by Deloitte and the Manufacturing Institute, the report warns the worker shortage will hurt revenue, production, and could ultimately cost the U.S. economy up to $100 trillion by 2030. And this is where our solution comes in. On behalf of Team 5, we'd like to introduce our solution to this problem. Introducing Hand in Hand the Middleman, a manufacturing training solutions company designed to bridge the gap between unemployed workers and understaffed manufacturing companies. Our aim is to represent the manufacturing industry to young people by meeting them where they are. The idea is to be near a local community college or vocational school to assist us in the ability to find the talent that the manufacturing industry needs. These schools would then act as a reliable source of employees for these understaffed agencies. This would be done through internships and apprenticeships. In addition to this, we would provide professional development opportunities for current manufacturers and partner with manufacturing companies. So for current manufacturers, we as a company would provide training and certifications, and utilizing the technology of today, we can help decrease costs by allowing manufacturers to train within a virtual environment, which in this case would be VR, which does exist already. Our employees would be trainers. These individuals would be the only employees that are staffed by our agency and will serve as teachers to professional development and enhancement opportunities for current manufacturers. In terms of sustainability and scalability, now that we've talked about the idea, we have to talk about how it would be sustainable and scalable. So this project is projected to cost $1 million, and essentially our company would be the pipeline between local vocational and community colleges and their future careers. And this project would be scalable in the sense that it could easily be implemented with a different receiving industry on the other end that would go into our long-term solutions. So manufacturing provides needed materials to...
Hello, everyone. Where formal is the new economy? Our fitness team consists of David, Cheeto, Wu, Muhammad, and myself, Julia. Informal employment is still prominent in developing countries, and this has been the case for many years now as it became recognized back in the 1960s. Trying to reverse the effects of an informal economy can be hard, but since 2015 with the United Nations, there's somewhat of a roadmap to battle against this type of issue. Our goal is to be able to make it possible for those developing countries to realize the benefits of a formal economy. The developments of our project will help with answering SDGs 4, 8, and 10 as listed on the slide. And next up is Wu.
Our desired outcomes are outlined by this theory of change slide. There is a couple of steps helping us to get to our goals. First, building a platform with formal worker resources, then putting in place an education and vocational program. After that, we assume that there would be a decrease in informal workers through the effect that previous steps will have on the community, which will lead to our major goal, reducing incidents and unfair treatment of informal workers. About our implementation, it all starts with education, making sure that the population and the future pool of employees are going to be educated enough to give the best for the employers through the formal work, and it will benefit the individual and the community, as well as the company's image as a whole, and also their customers. And lastly, the government will get more tax because more people have formal work. And there are 3 core beneficiaries of such a program, including workers, employers, and the governments. We will touch more on this later. Next, handing to Cheeto.
In order to undertake implementation, we are counting on working with different parties to secure funding and increase awareness, acquiring and creating a database with information on employers and employees will be important. Moving on to the cost, for us to make this plan happen, there are costs for the website development and content creation, totaling $5,040. The program will be able to finance itself, for example, by educating these employees, and after they are formally employed, them investing 10% of their first paycheck into the program. Next up is David.
For our long-term outcomes, our beneficiaries will gain value in the following ways. Workers will benefit from improved safety at work, stable employment, and pay. Employers will achieve better reputation in the eyes of their local and international audiences, as well as more satisfied and skilled workers. Finally, governments will benefit from receiving greater international prestige, in addition to a higher standard of living and increased GDP as a result of workers having greater and more stable purchasing power. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation. We hope that you enjoyed.
All right, well, thank you and congratulations to teams 5 and 6. Again, very impressive. So next up, we wanted to do something a little bit different during these. And we actually wanted to hear from students that went through the program, get some feedback, their thoughts on how the process went and their experience as a whole. What are the types of things they learned and went through? And so we had a few of the team leaders step up. So I'm going to kick it over to Sophie from Carthage College. And Sophie.
Hi, thanks, Steve. Yeah, this was really fun. I enjoyed doing this. I really enjoyed working with my teammates, Quinn and Dudu. It's the first time that I've worked with Enactus members that aren't from my own institution. And it was just nice to be put into that new group dynamic and work with them. And it was really pleasing and it was fun and it was a good experience. Our mentor, Mallory, was really great. She put us on the right track. She assured us that we were doing what we were supposed to be doing and coming up with an idea that we really appreciated and really enjoyed working on. So enjoyed that as well. And I thought the training was really helpful as well. There were definitely some parts of the training that stuck with me and I implemented into parts of what we were doing for this pitch competition in specific. So overall, I enjoyed this experience and I would do it again for sure. Thanks.
That's great. Thank you so much, Sophie. We're going to hear from another student in a little bit. But first, we'll actually get a chance now to watch Sophie's Team 7 pitch video. We're going to watch Team 7 and Team 8.
A growing number of U.S. firms are finding it hard to attract workers with needed skills for good-paying jobs, leading to lost productivity and income growth. Some of this is caused by increasing competition from abroad, aging population, slowing growth of the U.S. workforce, and many more examples. What can we do to incentivize work? Reduce barriers to entry, make it more attractive to work, and continue working.
Unlock Work is an online certificate program that partners with various companies across the United States to offer enhanced employee benefits upon the completion of personal and professional development courses. Anyone can sign up for a 3-month course that focuses on building practical skills, such as computer software literacy, financial literacy, problem solving, public speaking, writing, and more. Each course focuses on a different set of skills that unlocks a different set of benefits depending on the type people are looking for. When a person completes a course, they will be certified to receive enhanced employee benefits such as extra PTO, daycare reimbursements, and health insurance for part-time work at any company associated with the Unlock Work program. Most certificate programs offer better resumes and higher chances of promotion, but Unlock Work focuses especially on providing the key to better working conditions. The assurance of these benefits means employment is more practical and feasible for those who have found unemployment to be more accommodating.
Unlock Work will not only benefit the customer, but also the companies. By taking our courses, customers gain practical skills that rise to the standard of participating companies. If the company decides to hire certified applicants, they are guaranteed an employee who is worth the extra benefits. They will enjoy the competitive advantage of having automatic incentive for certified people to seek employment from them. With the current issue of retaining employees, offering rated benefit effectively keeps the talented worker on board. Companies also find it hard to attract workers in the first place because their requirements and offering may create barriers to entry for many groups, such as parents, recent college graduates, older workers, caregivers, and underrepresented workers. What these people need are not only good salaries, but accommodation that will balance their work and personal life. With Unlock Work, the workers are happy with the extra benefits and the companies are happy with the certified people being put on their radar. Our program is the bridge between high company standard and high employee reward. Unlock the benefit to a brighter future.
Hello, my name is Frank and I'm from Team 8. Today we'd like to share our strategy about what we can do to solve the problems in Statement 2. After we analyze the situation, we realize the root problem is quite complicated, which is how can American government do to strengthen and stimulate the American labor force participation in both tomorrow's most vital technologies and the traditional manufacturing industry in order to help the US to keep the leadership in the globalization. We also believe that by strengthening our innovation infrastructures, we can lay on the foundation of the next generation American jobs and American leadership in both manufacturing industry and high technology industry. To achieve this goal, we would like to demonstrate our strategy from two different levels. The first one is the American Future Innovation and the Development Plan. We believe that all American students in high technology major should have a greater chance to be involved with the universities and high technology companies on the research and development program to stimulate the development in AI, data science, IT engineering, semiconductor industry, aerospace, etc. In the meantime, the US government needs to use the federal funds to support the development and innovation of those vital technology for the future. Meanwhile, we also list some other solutions for the government to solve how to reshore the manufacturing successfully. The traditional global supply chain is changing now. Some manufacturing countries lose the advantages, and the US government needs to take the chance. Like high technology, the traditional manufacturing industry is very also important for the USA because a vibrant manufacturing base leads to more research and development, innovation, productivities, and mid-class jobs. And it also can raise the living standard more than any other sectors. Therefore, we believe the US government needs to bring some manufacturing industry back to the United States to solid the base of the American economy. For the company, as you can see right here, we also list some strategy for the companies to improve the company's culture in order to strengthen their productivity for the future. The one more thing that we'd like to emphasize is how the American government and the business leader to collaborate together to achieve the goal more effectively and efficiently. And the steps we have made, they can work on together. Thank you very much for your time and patience.
Thank you, Team 7 and 8. We certainly appreciate those. Some very well done videos again. We have one more student that we're going to hear from. I'd like to throw it over to Alexandra from Boston University, and she's representing Team 2. Alexandra.
Thank you so much, Steve. This year's topic is about leadership, but from my understanding, you really can't become a great leader if you don't know how to be a team player. So as a team member, I think commitment is important for all of us to achieve a quality result to complete this project voluntarily. So what I learned this time is no matter how busy I was, I kept reminding myself what was the initial desire, why I took this opportunity. And I believe this is my motivation to make contribution as a team member. So I also made sure I set my standard, I aimed higher, and went out of my comfort zone. So I realized this is the most critical component to complete a voluntary project not required by your school nor work. I also appreciate the learning and sharing opportunity among the team members to exchange the knowledge. And I'm very confident to say that I have better understanding in an area that I was not familiar with at all. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to experience all this. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much, Alexandra. I think you made a great point, and one of the key learnings here is the opportunity to collaborate and share with folks that aren't on your team on a normal basis. So different folks from different schools and different regions, and so it's just a fantastic opportunity. We're glad you took advantage of it. Well, now we're going to watch our last two videos, and then we'll get to the moment I'm sure most of you are waiting for, and that's the announcement of our winners. So let's watch Team 9 and Team 10.
Hello, everyone. We are team number 9, and my name is Jo Martinez.
My name is Priya Srinivasan.
And my name is Eleanor Clark. This is our team, Mind Team 9, where our members came together from all over the globe.
We as a team have decided to tackle on and provide a solution to problem statement number 3.
Project description, our team plans to develop an organization that would be fit to serve underrepresented working mothers and their needs post-pandemic, and our website. Upon finding our website, viewers will be able to easily navigate what our site and organization, Mind, Mentoring in New Dimensions, has to offer. We believe that our users, working mothers, would work with their respective mentors, would have the ability to not only gain guidance, support, and amongst other opportunities, but also be able to gain insight on the mentor's respective company's mission, vision, and work culture. This would put our partners in a great position to receive working talent from our underrepresented working mothers while providing opportunities for working mothers to re-enter or enter the workforce. When becoming a Mind member, our users can choose from 3 different membership levels: basic, premium, and all access, that best suits their needs professionally or financially. The more one is willing and able to pay, the more benefits will be unlocked and able to have access to what our organization has to offer. This guarantees at least a minimum use of the website and also opportunities for outreach as more people use it, and there will be more recognition of its existence. Companies that create a partnership with Mind will, after paying a small fee, be able to then hire potential candidates from our members. Viewers will be able to contact with us any comments, questions, or concerns.
Mind seeks to provide its services so that over time, future collaborative company partners can integrate our vision to support and develop underrepresented mothers. We believe that our model could be replicated and integrated within companies to ensure that not only underrepresented mothers are given opportunities, but also open doors for companies to apply decent work and economic growth strategies to a broader group of other unrepresented people. Scalability. Currently, Mind will be operating virtually with few part-time workers. Once we have an adequate number of members contributing to the revenue, an in-person office that provides online and in-person mentoring to the women from underrepresented minorities will be set up depending on the demand in specific locations.
It will be a platform where working mothers can have a community that can help them gain a competitive edge while entering the workforce and additional support for taking care and raising their kids. Apart from this, the companies that have formed partnerships with us will have an increased choice of wider and diverse applicants who hold high-quality skills from the top-level mentors. This will better the lives of these women in terms of quality of life as well as their financial situation.
Mentor, Mother's Employment and Necessary Training Operations for Restoration. The unemployment rate for underrepresented mothers are twice that of white non-Hispanic women. Our business plan mentor provides a solution to bridge the unemployment gap through training and mentorship programs.
The who of our company involves first beneficiaries, businesses seeking to transform their reputation and operations with diverse personnel, and also our target audience, non-white, underrepresented mothers, predominantly those who lost their jobs or employability. Our key partners and resources are initially going to be angel investors and grants. We will also have nonprofits, companies, and social activism groups providing funding and support. Our partner businesses will be providing technology through funding with our exclusive use of their products, mentors, which will be female professionals in the field, networking, and lastly, job placement.
Mentor will tackle the employment gap for mothers of underrepresented populations with kids in school age while being financially sustainable. Our total costs to establish are around $17,000 and our recurring costs are around $7,000. The platform will have a few revenue streams, not being only financially sustainable, but profitable. Since we're not only contributing to solving a social issue, we're giving a solution for businesses that are looking for employees on that profile, and also qualifying those applicants for those respective positions. We're empowering mothers and helping to bridge the education and employment hurdle. The platform is being designed to help solve the ongoing problem of underrepresented moms, helping them to find paid work and support them while getting new qualifications and having them give back experience for the project after becoming employed.
The outcomes of our project following the implementation plan are as such. First, we will complete market analysis and tailor services to target the industries predominantly occupied by women. Then, we will create a digital platform which mentors, businesses, and potential participants can explore and sign up within 6 months. We will also advertise our business with our partners, schools, and through social media. By fall 2022, we project to have substantial data showing new certifications, employment, and network growth for all participants. The long-term projection is optimization of workplace practices, decrease in unemployment rate, more professionally rounded women within the workplace, and generation of income for disadvantaged families.
Well, there you have our 10. And I just like to, before we get into the announcement of winners, first off, I just want to congratulate each and every team. Those are fantastic, done in a 5-week period with people that you've never met. Very, very impressive to be able to pick out a problem, get through ideation and solve that issue. It never ceases to amaze me that this next gen leaders are primed and ready to tackle some of our key issues and key problems. I do want to thank everyone for being involved. A big shout out, obviously, to students, but also to the faculty advisors behind them and helping them along the way. I know we had input from others in that, to our judges in particular, taking the time to go through that process, and our mentors, really helping those teams along. And so thank you guys so much for that. And with that, I'm going to kick it over to Brad Sprung from KPMG for the announcement of our winners. Brad, take it away.
All right, Steve, thanks very much. And congratulations to all the participants. And hey, thanks, Paul and Robert Half, for allowing us to team with you all. You and Robert Half are a terrific organization. So we love teaming with you guys. So, hey, thanks to each participant and mentor for your commitment to being lifelong learners. As mentioned, that's a big deal for KPMG, and also for being a success builder and a problem solver. And those are two key things for us as well. So, and it's great how interested everybody is in helping our communities. So thanks for doing that. So now to the announcement of our winners. In third place and receiving an award of $1,000 is Team 3. And Steve, there we go. Thank you. In second place and receiving an award of $2,000 is Team 7. Oh, sorry, I got a little head. There's Team 3. Perfect. And in first place and receiving an award of $3,000 is Team number 9. So congratulations to all of you for a great summer leadership series. And Steve, back to you.
Excellent. Well, congratulations to all teams. And if you'd like to unmute and give everyone a round of applause, especially our winning teams, guys, you did a wonderful job. Thank you so much for being a part of this. This has been great. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank KPMG and Robert Half for being part of this, and the students for playing a role and being involved and being willing to do something maybe a little out of your comfort zone. So we appreciate that. And speaking of which, if you had a good time as a student doing this, there is another opportunity that starts actually next week, and we're accepting applications for our second Enactus Entrepreneurial Exchange. So if you would like to get involved, we'll throw in the chat box the link. Actually, it's just gone up. It runs from late July here in a couple of weeks to the end of August, and you'll be paired with students from Enactus Morocco and have a pitch competition and some things with this as well. So we strongly encourage you, if you had a good experience here, to get on and sign up. There are limited seats, so and it'll be first come, first serve. So we hope you can do that. And with that, again, I'd like to say thank you guys so much for participating. Congratulations to our winners. We'll be in touch very soon to let you know how we're going to work that. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a great afternoon.